Hi friends, Jen the Money Medium here. Happy New Year. 2020 is going to be an extraordinary year, and every day in every way we're getting better and better. Every day in every way you're getting better and better. And every day in every way I'm getting better and better. And every day in every way this world is getting more magical, more powerful, and more connected. It might seem as though we are being, or that we are disconnected, but truly we are finding our way back to connection to the earth, to the heavens, to our energy, to our magic, to alchemy. And so, with this full moon, lunar eclipse in Cancer, woo! First of all, I believe that this full moon really is coming off of what has been quite a challenging time. Everybody that I speak to has had a very challenging sort of December and entrance into the new year. And it's not just regular challenges, it's sort of off the wall, balls in the air, what the heck is going on, like really big life transformations, which caused a lot of challenge. But the thing that we know about challenges are they make us stronger. They build alchemy and power within us when we are able to move through strongly challenging times. It's how we grow, right? It's how we expand our capacity to be more, to receive more, and to give more. It allows us to grow in the way of compassion and empathy. When we go through something challenging and make it to the other side, or even if we're still going through it, if you're still going through some challenging things, hang in there, because the truth is, nothing stays hard forever. It will ease out. But when we go through these challenging things, we discover a layer of compassion and empathy for others down the road, or that maybe now are going through something similar. It expands your capacity to understand what others are going through. So whatever has been happening in your life, I send so much love to you. And I want you to know that it is always working out for you, even though it might feel like things are falling completely fucking apart. Trust me, things are working out for you. And one day you'll be able to look back and go, wow, that situation made me stronger. It helped build my character. It helped me become who I am. And you know, where we're going, what's happening, the frequency at which we're evolving has, it's needed a lot of our growth. You know, think about who you were and where you were 10 years ago. We've needed all of this time to grow into the people that are ready for this new world, this new frequency, this new vibration. So full moon in Cancer. So the eclipse part really is just it's intensifying the energy, and there's been a fairly decent build up to this full moon. You may find even over the last month or two that if you're female, that your cycle has been a little unscheduled, or a little off schedule, or just doing some funky things. And I recommend looking at it from a perspective of your cycle is realigning with a new world cycle. So, and if you don't have your menstrual cycle anymore, or if you're male, pick up on other cycles that you have, emotional cycles, cycles of starting things and finishing them, or not finishing them, or just start to notice what kind of cycles are in your life and how they might be shifting, how you might be wanting to change traditions or change the way that you've always done things, trying something new. A lot of creativity is wanting to re-enter our lives at this time too. It has been an emotional time, so if you've stuffed back emotions because of the challenges that you've been going through, see if you can just connect with the emotions in your body. Be present to what's happening inside your body. A lot of the times when people say be present, tend to we tend to take that on as in be present with everything that's happening in our lives. Be present with what's happening outside of us. And yet there is a space for that. But right now it is highly encouraged for you to tune into you, tune back into you, because often when we're going through something challenging, we tune out, right? You start maybe having a couple extra drinks, because sometimes when things are difficult, the way that we've been taught to deal with things like that is to numb it out a little bit, to make it a little bit easier to get through. And that does serve us at certain times in our lives for short periods of time to use perhaps different medicines or whatever it is to help you get through. But now it's time to start clearing some of that and cleansing some of that away, because you have grown and now you're capable of moving on without the extra medicine. So know that you are powerful in that way. You may be feeling strong emotions, not just tearing up or having sort of mood swings, things like that, but you may be feeling deeper empathic emotions as well. And there's a lot of Capricorn energy right now. So there's a bit of a dichotomy between these emotions and creativity wanting to expand. So you may find yourself wanting to get back to some artwork, or drawing or sketching or sculpting or creating something in your business, in your life, maybe renovating, doing some work in your home. Creativity is how things are created in the world. So that part of the human consciousness is being called back to a creative headspace where Capricorn energy is very linear and structured and square. So there's this sort of swing back and forth between wanting to be creative and wanting things to be perfect, wanting to, you're inspired to do creative work, but only if it fits within these certain paradigms of perfection and creation is not a perfect thing. It's messy. Creation is messy. So just pay attention to that swing of your creativity coming back, wanting to be creative, maybe working with hobbies, working with your hands, knitting, crocheting even, anything that where you're creating something. Maybe even just being mentally stimulated in a creative way, daydreaming again. But also putting together linear structures so that, because we need to be powerful in both. This is really a strong time to balance out the left and right side of the brain. And that's one easy way to do it, is to combine creativity with linear thinking. And I did this short meditation yesterday in a private members area that I run with the amazing Sarah Akwasambi. And it's very simple. And for this full moon, I recommend you bringing your visualization and headspace into this. So just join me for a moment. Close your eyes, and I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Let any noise exit through the mouth with that. Just letting all of the stress that's gathered in your body, letting that release. It's like you can feel your body just releasing and relaxing. And then I want you to bring your internal vision into the inside of your head to where your brain is. And we know the brain is that walnut shaped, much bigger than a walnut, but it's this walnut shaped piece of machinery in our bodies that, we have these neurotransmitters going back and forth, and neurons connecting and passing information through. I mean, the brain is really this beautiful part of our bodies that allows information to travel through every little atom and cell and muscle fiber and ligament and bone. It's this beautiful mothership of our bodies. And I want you to think about really balancing the two hemispheres. So the brain is split up into many different little parts, but for this exercise, I want you to think about just a split right down the center, separating the right hemisphere and the left hemisphere. And right away, you might feel like one side is feeling more weighty or more dense than the other. You might feel like your head is kind of even tilted one way or another. It might feel like one side of your brain, when you're visualizing, going in there with your inner vision, that one side feels a little foggier or harder to connect to than the other. And I just want you to sit in that vision of your brain and see if you can just work at balancing out that energy, balancing the right and left hemispheres, balancing the creative with the linear. And just take a few more breaths here, connecting with the brain, balancing the left and right hemispheres. And once you feel like the hemispheres of the brain are much more balanced, just take one last deep breath. You can stay there for as long as you like. If you feel like you need more time, you can just pause this video and stay there for a while. Otherwise, on the count of 3, slowly opening your eyes. 1, 2, 3. Opening your eyes, looking around, feeling more balanced, feeling, even seeing the colors around you, feeling more vivid. And it should just bring this space of calm and peace into your body and mind. That's a great practice to use with this full moon. Really balancing out those hemispheres, balancing out the creative with the linear. When you're creative, also coming back to linear things, making schedules, maybe spreadsheets, plans, creating that structure, as well as being creative. That we do need the balance going forward, right? That's all from me. Have a wonderful full moon, lunar eclipse. Lots of love to you. I'm Jen the Money Medium. Until next time.